it's Jordan, and this week we're just having a little talk about back to school stuff. And I want to share advice in this video, but I feel like I'm mostly just going to show off stuff I got for back to school. I'm going to try and give some advice in this video in terms of like going back to school, whether you're out or not, and just being trans at school, but I'm honestly going to use a lot of this to like just show stuff I got for back to school that might be helpful in a sense, but I'm not really sure. So let's just get started. So like clothes wise, I got a bunch of shirts like the one I'm wearing right now that has a faded American flag, and then got this one with a really cool pattern on it of a tree. I don't even know what half this stuff is, it just looks awesome. Like this red one has the funkiest pattern I've ever seen in my entire life. That's not true. I don't know what I'm saying. This old Levi's shirt that I really liked, which I got because I have a friend named Levi, and it was just really funny to see his name on a shirt, even though Levi's a really well-known brand. Harley Quinn shirt, because I'm obsessed with Harley Quinn. She's like the only DC character that I really like. I mean, there's like a few, but I don't know. I like DC, but Harley Quinn is just like, she's awesome. I got a lot of new jeans because my old jeans from last year wore through a lot on my inner thighs, and so I'd throw them all out, and so I got a whole bunch of new jeans. Like, got regular jeans. I got like 2 pairs of these black jeans. Just throwing my clothes all over the place. Regular guy jeans. I managed to get like 4 pairs of guy jeans. And my Nana didn't say anything, so it's pretty awesome. I don't know. Like, no pair of sweatpants. So I only own like 2 pairs of sweatpants, and so I like to get someone to go to Mass because they sell Red Sox merch. And I guess the only other stuff I got was like, I got a new pair of Converse, like the classics, because I had, these are my old pairs, and they're still in pretty good condition, but like, the paint is coming off because I have to reseal them, but then also, there's like a hole here, and the soles are coming apart. I have to tape them back together. Not tape, I have to glue them back together. And I got this, like a pound of yarn, because my sister wants me to make her a top, but that's not clothes. And then makeup, because sometimes I present as femininely, even though I really prefer presenting androgynous. Just love makeup, it's fun to play around with. It can help it be more androgynous at times. So like, I ran out of pencil liner this year, so I got a favorite pencil liner. This stuff sucks ass. Sorry, I just swore. It's not my favorite. But then this gel liner I got, it's, yeah, I don't know if you can read that. There we go. It's Maybelline Eye Studio, and it's actually like really nice. I'm wearing it right now. This is becoming a beauty guru video. Well, this stuff's really nice, but I know that most people my age aren't like big on money, and so this brand is really good for that. Like the mascara is from e.l.f. And they sell like pretty good stuff, just their eyeliner's really bad. They sell really good stuff for really cheap. Like this was like $2, and the mascara last time was $1, and it was awesome. And then this is like my favorite product I own in all the universe. I actually didn't get it this year for back to school. I got it like a little while ago, but I still love it. I thought I'd show it in this video. It's their eyebrow kit, and it helps you like shape your eyebrows, but what I really use it for is like, I have really high arches, just naturally, and so I use it to like lower my arches, and it helps me look a little bit masculine sometimes. I don't know, I like it, but then also I got a bunch of lip stuff because I've been wearing purple lipstick for probably my entire life, and so I got this color, which is like a mauve, and it's really bright purple. I don't even know what this looks like on my lips. It was just cool, so I bought it. I don't know, I kind of spend money willy-nilly. And this stuff, which is actually awesome because it says 24-hour stay, and it actually works. Like, you put the gloss on first, and you wait for it to dry, and then you put on the balm, which looks like that, and it stays on like all day. And I had to like use a toothbrush to get it off, but it's legit. I love it. As for back to school supplies, since we are talking about school, I have just colored pens for taking notes, a planner, because my school supplies planners, but only for freshmen. And I'm a sophomore this year, so I had to get my own planner. This thing's pretty simple, just days, write stuff in there. I didn't really get any notebooks because I had a lot of notebooks from last year that were entirely full, and I'm choosing them from this year, but I got a couple that I'm going to transfer notes into to help me study. And this is the first time I've ever gotten specialty notebooks in my entire life, and so I got Spider-Man and Avengers because I love Spider-Man so much. And then I guess the only other stuff I have in classes are like my books, because taking a lot of courses this year require textbooks. Like AP Euro, I don't even get my textbook yet because they came in late or something, and we have to buy our own textbooks for that, which sucks. It's a mess. But yeah, that's all the stuff I really got for back to school, which I mentioned in my last video. I was just excited about it. I really enjoy going back to school shopping. I don't know how much I actually enjoy school, but getting back to school shopping was like revamping my entire closet, and I really needed to do that because I really kind of outgrew a lot of my stuff last year. Okay, that's the advice part of this video. There's all sorts of different things that come with going to school, like whether or not you're out or if teachers know you're out. Where I go to school, a lot of the kids know I'm out. Like, I'm out to a lot of my peers, a lot of my friends know, and they call me Jordan. And they're like, I actually had a friend who like she knew I was non-binary, but she wasn't really sure on like my whole situation, and so she was like, okay, you prefer Jordan, right? I was like, yeah, and she goes, okay, you prefer they pronouns over she? And I was like, yeah, there you go. And she was really chill with it, and I was happy about that. But it's like, as far as teachers go, none of my teachers know I'm non-binary, like at all, because I'm afraid if any of them find out, they're going to tell my parents. That's a mess. So, when they like call roll for me, they'll say my birth name, and I just tell them I go by that nickname I went by for a little while. That's kind of gender neutral, because I could tell them I go by Jordan, and they would just be like, okay, and they would just think it's probably a middle name or something. But I'm afraid that they'll like, be at a parent-teacher conference, and they'll be talking to my parents and say, well, Jordan did this, and my parents are just gonna be like, who's Jordan? It's stressful, but yeah. So it's not the best situation for everyone. Like I have a lot of social dysphoria just because I look, I think I look really feminine, and people view me as a girl, and it's annoying because I get called she a lot, and I get called like a birth name a lot. It's just a little annoying about my situation, but there's like it's really just having the people who are doing all there. Like, it would suck a lot more if I didn't have my friends there, because as soon as I get in class, I'll like meet up with a couple of my friends and they'll say, hey Jordan, we see you at lunch, right? And I'm like, yeah! And that really helps to boost my spirits. Okay, I'm gonna try and think a little more structured here, not just talk about me. Now, I showed up a ton of my clothes that I got for back to school shopping, and it's really hard for some trans kids to buy clothes if you're not out for going back to school, because I feel like there's a lot of privilege for AFAB people over AMAB people if you're not out, because it's way more socially acceptable for anyone who's born female to dress in masculine clothing because society is jacked up. And so it was really easy for me to buy a lot of more loose-fitting shirts and men's jeans just because that's how I dress normally. And I only add like a few feminine pieces into my outfits, and I don't know, that's just how I dress androgynously. Or like trans boys would aim more towards like men's jeans or looser fitting shirts. I understand like not every person has that privilege. Like some AFAB people can't get men's jeans because parents are just like, that'll make you a boy, and the kid's like, well, that's the point, but you can't know that. besides the point, it's a lot easier for an AFAB person to get more masculine clothing if they want to present more masculinely than an AMAB person who wants to present femininely to get more feminine clothing. And I can't really give a lot of advice for AMAB people, but if you want to look more feminine, you could use, if you're able to sneak it by your parents, if they're like really strict, or like really neutral makeup, that can even make you feel more feminine if you can't even bother to, if you can't, not bother, if you can't like risk looking more feminine with your makeup, like even just like a coat of mascara is risky, then like just like foundation and the powder and like a clear lip gloss, I guess, and stuff like that can just make you feel more feminine. And in terms of clothing, like things that are more traditionally feminine, which is weird to say because it's hard to describe, because no one wants to enforce gender roles, but I don't know if an AMAB person would feel more feminine wearing like pink over blue. I feel like just adding a little, I don't know, I'm sorry, I really can't help AMAB non-binary people who want to present feminine, because I don't know firsthand how to do that, and I really hope there are some resources for that. If I find resources, I will most definitely link in the description before I post this video, because I am not a good source for AMAB people when it comes to this, and I deeply apologize, because I know there are thousands more resources for AMAB people than AMAB people, and it really sucks for AMAB non-binary people who can't get the support they need because there's such a lack in representation and resources for them. But I will try to link that in the description. The last piece of advice I'm really giving this video is to keep your friends close, because friends who know you out and respect your pronouns and respect your name are the absolute best safety blanket you could ever have in your entire life, and will make you feel a lot better with yourself, or at least they do for me, when you're in a situation where you can't be out, if you're like me and can't be out at school. I hope this video was able to help anyone going back to school and worried about dysphoria, or if you're already back at school like I am, and you're trying to figure stuff out. Until next week.